Hello lovely people and welcome back to this week's new video. Today I'm doing a reading vlog. It is quite a mood reading vlog, although this year I would like to challenge myself into filming more themed reading vlogs. It's just that the books that I read were on vacation and I really wanted to capture my reaction for the first one. So I read 3 books for this vlog. I took with me Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros to Mexico, and then I also had Coda bring me Going Bicoastal by Dahlia Adler, and lastly, once I came back from my trip, I started reading First Light Winds by Elston, and these are the 3 books that I read. So let's rewind a little bit and see my thoughts. I'm currently in Cancun. We were in Mexico City and my book of choice for vacation is Fourth Wing. I'm not really sure if this is going to get included in a vlog or anything like that, but I feel like the popularity that this book had, it would be kind of fun to vlog my experience with it, see where I fall in the hype. I haven't seen many reviews about it because I wasn't like super interested into it until like my really good friend said how she really enjoyed it. And then I had a gift card, a Barnes & Noble gift card, so I decided to get the special edition with bonus content of 2 chapters in Zayden's point of view. Now I'm almost 50% of the way through. I'd say I'm about 40%. I'm currently at page 214. I quite like it. I will say that with this being an adult book, it reads a little bit YA in terms of fantasy, which I kind of like better. It's easier for me to get into it. I like how hard Violet is trying. Like, I feel like, do I need to explain what this book is about? So it's about dragons. Violet has always been told that she would be a scribe, but her mother one day tells her that she needs to go to the Rider College, Basquiat War College, to become a rider. And riders are incredibly ruthless. They go through rigorous training and you die or you graduate. Like, those are your 2 choices. You have to bond with a dragon who gives you powers and you are a literal fighter. She's really trying her best. She is like the true underdog and I love stories like that. So far I'm really having a fun time with this. I really love Dane, but it's come to the part where I'm like starting to see why the change of like why he might not be the one and why Zayden might be there, but I thought there would be more of a love triangle situation than there is now. I'm currently in the restroom because Coda is still asleep, but I'm still in Cancun. I celebrated Coda's birthday yesterday. It also means that I've been reading less, which is okay because I still have some time on vacation. Coda brought me a new book, but I'm still reading Fourth Wing. I kind of don't want to finish it because it's getting really good. Now there's like a whole thing about why Zayden has been going to this place outside of the wards that he has kind of been keeping a secret from Violet. And I was very conflicted about like the first sex scene because this reads YA, like I said, so I was like, what's going on? Seems inappropriate, feels weird, but then I have to remind myself, I think Zayden's 23, which means Violet's at least 20. But now I'm getting used to the idea of, I can't wait to read Zayden's chapters at the end of this, but I'm really enjoying this. I've been texting my friend who is the reason why I picked this up. I already told her I've been looking on Etsy at like sweatshirts of Basquiat War College. She showed me the t-shirt that she got, which I really liked as well. Oh my god. I honestly get the hype, but I will say that it does read YA. Like, I'll say that, I'll read that so many fucking times to you. It does, but I think that helps, and I can't wait to get to Iron Flame. I told her that if I see it at the airport, I might buy it, but my sister's telling me to wait because she has a damaged copy, that if it's not so damaged, I might like it, and she will give it to me, but we'll see, because all of the special editions are sold out. I can't believe I found this at Barnes & Noble, honestly, but I guess Iron Flame's more popular at the moment. But I don't really know what to say. I think that the dragons are really cool. It reminds me a lot of Game of Thrones, but it also reminds me, there was another fantasy series that it reminded me of, and it's making me enjoy it a lot. It's giving a little bit of, what's that movie with Shailene Woodley and Theo James, just in the way that you are split into different wings, and I'm wondering how it's going to work, I'm interested to see what the other jobs that they have here are. So far, really good. I'm not sure of my rating, but I will say that it will probably be at least 4 stars because I'm loving it. I couldn't go out until I finished this book, but I finished Fourth Wing, and immediately when I did, I freaked out. Coda will attest to that, and I texted my friend. She said she had another friend who just finished Fourth Wing as well today, oddly enough. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. Made like a reenactment video that I posted to my story, and then I got right back to reading the 2 bonus chapters in Zayden's point of view, and it's cool because they're in different parts of like this book. I think it was chapter 9 and chapter 16, so I was able to flip back to see what Violet was also thinking and what lines were same, to see if they were and like how they lined up, which was really cool. I can't wait to get get to the next book. My sister, she still has to send me the photo of like how destroyed it is, but honestly, if I can't wait to get started, depending on how much I like the next book that Coda brought me, which is a YA romance, like a bi romance, then I might actually like seriously look at every bookstore that we pass by because I need to read it. Oh my god. Am I giving this 5 stars right now? Am I giving this 5 fucking stars? Because I'm shook. And the fucking cliffhanger, loved. I really like how tough Violet is, and I think my favorite, is Liam. He is such a stand-up guy, and he's just silent and strong and tough, and he's so humble. He is so loyal and stand-up, and he is just I love him. I think Xaden's arrogance is really frustrating, but he's fun to like spar with physically and verbally. I truly love this. Oh my god. Am I falling into this hype? I don't know like how everyone got so hyped about this book because I wasn't hearing anything about it when it first came out, or rather I hadn't really heard anything when it was like one of people's anticipated reads for 2023, and I don't follow a lot of fantasy readers. I was shook, but hello, I'm here for it. I'm pretty sure I'm giving this 5 stars, and I probably will have to use this in a vlog now. I loved it. Iron Flame, where are you? Thank you so much. It is our last full day in Cancun. We're taking it really chill, and unfortunately now it is raining and it's been pretty windy, so I'm not really sure exactly what our plan's going to be, but I am getting quite hungry. Hint, hint. Babe, I can see you in the mirror. But anyway, I have been reading Going Bicoastal by Dahlia Adler. Let me just cover him in case he does something silly again. This is a YA romance. Natalia, or Tal as she's known to her friends, is bi, and her parents are divorced and they live on opposite coasts of the United States. Her mom lives in LA, and her father, who she has been based with for most of her life, is in New York. And this summer, I think it is her summer before her senior year, she has to decide who she's going to spend the summer with. If she goes to be with her mom, she has an internship lined up. It'll be a completely new experience and time to spend with her estranged mother. And if she stays in New York, she's comfortable, all her friends are here, but her dad has some things that she wants her to do, like get a new job and try new things. So she doesn't have to choose. This book is told in 2 different timelines of what her life would have been like if she goes off to LA and she meets this cute guy and has a romance with, or if she stays in New York, she finally gets this romance with the cute redhead that she's been eyeing for most of the year. I think I've actually read over 100 pages already today, and there was a first kiss scene, and I'm not really seeing the connection at all. Maybe it's because with romances, I typically prefer them to be in dual POV because I like to see emotions tugging on the heartstrings for both sides, to see how both views the other, and I'm not really able to see that. It's kind of dry and boring, which really sucks because I've read 6 books already this year, and all of them have been at least 4 stars, if not 5, which Fourth Wing, as you know, was. It's making me a little bit nervous, although I know it did have to happen, but so far, like, no real thoughts. She's a Jewish girl, so you get to learn a little bit about how she celebrates and has Shabbat dinners on Saturdays, which has been really delicious and makes me even more hungry. Her New York life is giving privileged, annoying children too much money, doesn't work for anything, especially the internship that she has is a nepotism hire because her mom is like the top boss at this marketing firm. I'm not really loving this character so far. I'm back in the tundra that is New York. I ended up sleeping on the plane, so I didn't get to finish my book, but I did finish it this morning because I woke up earlier. I finished reading Going Bicoastal by Dahlia Adler. All the way through to the end, I still wasn't really feeling it. I think if anything, I was leaning more towards Ellie's timeline of Natalia staying in New York. I thought that it was like kind of cute, but at the same time it was like kind of a cop-out how this book ended. Before it gets to the ending chapters, similarly to a video game, you're able to choose who ending you would like to see. If you choose Adam, you turn to a certain page, and if you choose Ellie, you'd go to another page, and I like really did not care, so I decided to read both chapters, and I kind of thought that was a cop-out because I feel like if it was a true romance, yes, you would want to see how it ends, but also you kind of want to see which timeline was supposed to be the real one and which she was supposed to maybe end up with. In that way, I thought it was kind of wishy-washy, and I also found this book to be quite elitist. Natalia is a junior, or
school. She's a rising senior and all her friends have plans to stay in New York City to go to college, which is amazing. New York has a lot of great institutions, lots of great four-year colleges, but all of them have their mind set on going to these private institutions, and I wanted to say there's nothing wrong with going to a public institution. The public institutions in New York City are really great, and you don't have to dish out tens of thousands of dollars to go to this super elite school just for the name, which it felt like that's what her friends were doing, and that they were all rich, spoiled children. Like, who is spending money to rent out an entire club for their 18th birthday? It didn't seem super realistic to me, and so I'm giving it 2.5 stars because the romance was not really there for me. So let's start a new book, and today's train read is going to be my January book of the month pick, First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, which is kind of fun because it's my January pick and I'm actually going to be reading it on time, and also because I realized while reading this it's going to be a mystery thriller, which brings it into a whole new genre. So I'm reading 3 different genres for this video: romance, a mystery thriller, and then a high fantasy, or romantasy, because that's a new thing, right? I was considering reading another book by a Palestinian author, but then I decided I wanted to create a themed video about that because I want to do more themed reading vlogs this year. Alright, so I've started reading First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, my January book of the month pick. It's about like a spy. She has her boss, Mr. Smith, super mysterious, right? And then her mark this time, her job, is Ryan Sumner. She doesn't know who Mr. Smith is, but she kind of owes him this because he helped her. He got her out of a really bad situation, but Ryan might be a different mark that she's kind of falling for. Mr. Smith is obviously watching, keeping up with her every move to make sure that she doesn't make a mistake like her last job, and so she has to make sure that she does a really good job in order for Mr. Smith to stay under Mr. Smith's employ. Now, there was something that I read in the synopsis on Book of the Month that is not on the book jacket, so I'm probably not going to mention that in case it's supposed to be a little bit more mysterious, but I would say I'm a little over 30% of the way through. It's getting a little bit more mysterious. There isn't much about Elsie's past that we know, but we know that she is a thief. That's what she was doing. She's definitely keeping a lot of secrets from Ryan, but so is Ryan. So I'm not really sure what exactly she is supposed to be investigating or what kind of information that she's supposed to be getting, because Ryan definitely has his hands in a lot of pots. So I'm not really sure, but I have been seeing people reading this because it was just published, but I can't say that I'm super intrigued so far. I'm over 50% of the way through in First Lie Wins, and I do want to finish it today because I'm 2 books behind on my Goodreads goal now, but I'm very bored. If I finish this book today, I'm actually reading quite a huge chunk. I'm still kind of bored, except things are finally starting to get interesting because I was wondering what Evie's role or Luca's role with Ryan was going to be, and I was kind of surprised that he decided to stay with her after this whole thing with the police. But I guess that he's also shady, but I'm interested to see how that is going to tie into this because I don't think this book is going to be more than 2 stars, and I really hope that after reading Going Bicoastal and that also being 2.5 stars isn't going to send me down like a really bad reading slump because I started off the year so well. I just finished reading First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, and what a waste of time. I didn't really hear anything about this book. Even when I chose it for Book of the Month, I didn't really hear any hype for it, but I wanted to choose it for the plot. I ended up choosing The Fury by Alex Michaelides as my add-on, and it worked because like it's a book troop, book club pick. I wanted to give him a 3rd try, you know, that's a separate topic, but I wanted to try something new, even though it's another mystery for me, and it did not do it. I wish that Book of the Month actually had a refund policy. They don't. I am giving this one 2 stars. I didn't connect with anyone. I didn't feel bad for Elsie. I didn't think there was anything shocking or jaw-dropping or exciting. And the one thing regarding Ryan that I thought could have led to something bigger didn't. It was just a really big letdown. I did not like this. So I'm gonna turn in for the evening. Maybe read something else. I'm all dressed to head out. We're going to a Broadway show. We're gonna go see Anne Juliet. I just needed to like collect my thoughts because I feel really upset for some reason. I'm just not happy with First Lie Wins. This was Ashley Elston's first adult novel. She has written quite a few young adult, but I don't really see how this was adult at all. I feel like it could have still been YA if they were a little bit younger. Really disappointed with this one, and I hope that my next book is going to be a good one. However, I think the best part of this was obviously Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. My sister got a damaged copy for free of Iron Flame, so she has kindly given that to me, and I'm like itching to get to it. Am I gonna read it for a vlog? I would love to. Maybe I'll do like a dedicated vlog. I know exactly when to read it. This is amazing. This is amazing. We're gonna love it, and look out for that video if you're interested, because I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know what you're currently reading and your thoughts on the books that I've read, and I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.